Hello and welcome. My name is Deaseta, and today we're going to be playing Tomb Raider 2 Remastered, the DLC known as the Golden Mask. This is a bonus level. Normally there's only 4 levels in a DLC, but if you collect every single secret in the Golden Mask DLC, you unlock a level known as Nightmare in Vegas. And lo and behold, that is what we have done. We have finally managed to unlock the legendary level, Nightmare in Vegas. As I painstakingly collected every single secret, I had to go back in my own time to collect certain secrets that I missed out on because me being stupid, I didn't realize where half the secrets were. So when I went back in my own time, I realized where they were and I didn't realize they were there. So I finally got all the secrets, and that being put aside, we now get to experience Lara's Nightmare in Vegas. As we play Lara, as her life and her nightmares unfold, we shall see what horrors and chaos await for us. So, as you know, she's in a leopard print outfit. I'm gonna look at this room because this looks very fascinating. So, we've got a cupboard here. We've got, I guess, a fish tank and a bathtub, but that looks like a shower head. That's a tap. That tap? That's a tap. But that's just weird. And then you got a toilet here. Okay, and then you got a shower here. Interesting. So, and then you've got the lovely mirror and the sink and the lovely toothbrush effect. Oop. Look at those bristles on that toothbrush. You know they've clearly paid attention, right? But then, this is what the remastered graphics look like. Her in a leopard print outfit, because she's the only type of woman that can get away with wearing that. And hands down to the developers for, adding this in smoothly, that we didn't have to download a separate file to gain access to the secret level sort of thing. Or you'd have to look it up to find out how to unlock it basically. But they've added it, and in costumes and whatnot, you can wear this at some point, in screenshots and stuff. So I give them props for really outdoing themselves with the graphics. And it's a lovely remaster to the trilogy and the classics of Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, she looks pretty stunning in that outfit. I mean, a lot of guys tend to look in certain directions, don't you think? And I can't imagine her climbing or fighting enemies in these heels. I mean, most women can't fight in heels like that, or 6-inch heels, It's just insane. But I think Lara can pull it off because she's just one of those girls that can. So yeah. And labeled as a sexy gal. She's nailed it. She's totally slaying it. And that's pretty awesome. So, enough of me gawking at her. We're going to get right into it, right? Look, if I do the old school graphics, this is what the old school graphics look like. You're in your tank top in the original shorts as you were in Tomb Raider 2. And everything just looks really weird. Even that. That's weird. But then, you do this. I just like the remastered. I mean, I just always have, I'm going to save it. And we're going to leave this room. So it looks like the hotel we're at is called the King's Hotel, because it's got the K and the crown on top. So I assume that it is that. I'm going to... Oh, here's a button here. I'm going to press this. Right. There were 2 other videos that I did do of this playthrough, right? But what happened was, the first video I did, I went to go through the editing phase, and obviously I'm only using the free version of DaVinci Resolve. And unfortunately, the audio was so badly clipped, there was no way of rectifying that. And it just caused tremendous issues in editing it, right? So that was just scrapped. Second attempt, I pressed the record button. Although I thought I did, I did not. Here's me thinking, oh yeah, I've recorded it and I'm playing through it. I complete the level, only to realize when I do exit the game, after I've pressed stop, it didn't save a file, so it didn't even record anything that I did. So I played that level without it recording. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. So here's the third attempt that we're going to be doing. So I kind of know what I'm doing with that because of that. So hopefully this time it won't be too long. I won't, now that I know what I'm doing, I won't have to like worry about like, how do I put it? I won't have to worry about editing it or looking at the walkthrough and stuff like that. I won't have to do that now because I know where I'm going. Right. So we're gonna go for this door. This should open. Yep. And this is a weird hotel lobby with a weird window. Pow. Okay, so she's out. Okay, I'm gonna save it just in case I die. Because that's the thing. And we're just going to shimmy along in the darkness in Las Vegas. Because that's where it is. It's interesting. Let's just put it as that. What are Bartoli's men doing there? Oh, that makes sense now. Oh, it's called the Three Kings Convention. Huh. So, with me, right, this is two of my theories. One, it is an actual dream and she's not actually in Vegas. And basically, you know, it's like enemies from her dreams are attacking her, right? That's one theory. Another theory is that she is in Vegas, right? And somehow her previous enemies have joined forces to try to take her out. I mean, both are plausible, to be honest. It does say nightmare in Vegas, so the thing is, we don't know if it's in reference of a dream or if it's in a reference of her experience while she was in Las Vegas on holiday, going to the convention, and it turning out to be a shit show for her. So there's two possibilities on that. Now, mind you, they're just my theory, not truth. Oh, what? Oh, hello, Winston. Him being kidnapped and shoved in this room? I mean, that may be, like I said, the two theories is it's either an actual dream and she's dreaming of this, which I'm like, girl, she must be smoking something for her to dream like that. But okay, you do you, man, whatever floats your boat. Or it is actually that she's gone to Vegas to do the convention or whatever, blah blah blah, because the Three Kings convention has dinosaurs. Maybe it's for hunters or like groups that are like hunters and stuff like that, right? Or like treasure hunters, you know, because she used to do it for sports. Maybe like it's something to do with that, right? And lo and behold, we had gangsters attack her, you know. Mind you, that is my theory. That's not actual fact. This is what I personally think, right? Hence, that's why I make these YouTube videos, for your entertainment and for interesting theories that of my own opinion on what I think, what it is, what may be, and what has been, and what hasn't been. So, dear Winston here was stuffed in a room. Luckily, he wasn't stuffed in the freezer, but this time he has been given an upgrade. He was shoved into a bathroom. So, I can't imagine that teapot and that teacup is sanitary, though. You've been shoved in the bathroom like that. I mean, it may look clean, but you don't know what was going on, you know? I mean, you don't know, like, if they've taken a dump in there and whatnot. Not me talking about poop at this rate, but this is hotels, right? Oh, shut up. Ugly thing. Hey-ya. What's he moaning about? The thing is, I did get all the secrets in my first playthrough, so I got the achievement. So I might not bother getting all of them. Just giving a heads up on that. I may or may not, depends. What? Shut up, you big bird. Oh, Winston, you scared the shit out of me, man. But yeah. This place is weird. They're like stuffed snow leopards and a massive... Well, this is considered... Ooh! This is considered Italian. No? This weird bird thing, oh my god. What is it wearing? It is wearing a... Let me see what it looks like. Ah, the audio sounds different as well. Good old Winston. As you know, when he's coming from miles away, he's like... Basically. That's me blowing raspberries. Just letting you know. Don't be teasing me about that. But I'm just mimicking what Winston sounds like when you're dealing with him. And if you listen to him long enough, he rips fart. He literally lets him rip, right? He gives zero fucks when he farts while holding a tray with a pot of tea and a cup. So, bro is farting, but saying, Lara, here's your cup of tea. Like, who want to be having a cup of tea if you're letting one rip because you've had too many cans of beans lately, you know? Jeez, man. Yeesh. But yeah. So Lara's gonna constantly be followed around by Winston, but Winston can't go to all the places, let's just put it as that, because well, he's an old man, but I think he can manipulate realities at this point. This dude is infamous for clipping through walls and getting into places that you normally wouldn't be able to get to, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get there? But yeah, he has a way of doing that. Which, another theory about Winston is whether he is ex-military of some kind, you know? So, to be Lara's butler, I reckon he may have some military background. Do you know what I mean? To keep up with Lara, because dude, how is he still alive after all these years? You know? I mean, they do mention about Winston if you play the newer Tomb Raider. So, like, I believe it's in Rise of Tomb Raider, where you learn a little bit more about what's going on. But like I said, those are the newer Tomb Raiders. So whether they coincide with the original Tomb Raider series, that's like there's still a debate, and there's still people like coming up with various theories about it. But yeah. Whether it's canon, who knows? But I do hope, because I believe Amazon now own the rights to it. Which, okay, I'm not, like, I get Square Enix had to sell their stuff and unknowingly had to... I went the wrong way, by the way, that's why I'm doing that. Unknowingly had to, like, sell their rights to various games, and I get that, right? I don't know what's going on with Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. I know that was Eidos Montreal, and they were obviously owned by Crystal Dynamics, and obviously Crystal Dynamics have been brought out by the Embracer Group, which is a Norwegian company, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. So we'll see if there's going to be any Tomb Raider games. I personally do not know. This is just my personal opinion. But like, considering how Amazon have like made was it Artaeum the New World or whatever, and the servers are going down in 2026. I don't know when 2026, but apparently they're shutting down servers because apparently there weren't enough people playing that game. But it's like, if you know there weren't enough people playing that game, there's a reason probably why that the game didn't do so well. It's like you should listen to the feedback of the people playing it. Like if you put it in early access, like I'll give you an example. Baldur's Gate 3, right, was in early access for so long. Why? Because the devs actually gave a rat's ass about completing the game properly and making sure that sorry, I climbed all the way up down. I need to go halfway up. But the devs actually give a monkey's ass about, you know, the players and whatnot and what product they're buying and like, you know, because back when I was a kid, games used to be fully done up, right? Hands down. Ah! Who was shooting me? What bastard was shooting me? How, he's all the way down there. How the fuck does he have accuracy to get me from here? Ah, cheatings that is. Bastards cheating. Unreal at this point. Ooh! Yeah. Just weird. Anyways, right? Like I said, Baldur's Gate 3 dev team and the people that made it, Larian Studios, hands down, one of the best studios for like a lot of the RPG series, like Divinity Original Sin, Divinity Original Sin 2, like, and then Baldur's Gate 3. Like, it's a shame that there wasn't going to be I think I've heard, I don't know, this is allegedly, but there are rumors that they are going to make a DLC or something is coming out. But apparently cut content is going to be used to make another game. But whether that's going to be Larian Studios or Wizard Coast or Obsidian, whoever owns like the rights to like the Neverwinter and the Baldur's Gate series, may end up making more. But yeah, like I said, Larian Studios actually cares about their players. That's why it was like stuck in early access for so long, because they wanted to make sure all the bugs were out, all the bugs were like ironed out, and there was no game breaking or game changing bugs, right? Because oh my god, I think most of us hate game changing and game breaking bugs. Like hands down, I was playing Division 2 with my friend and we were having so much fun. Don't get me wrong, Division 2 is an interesting game and I enjoyed it a lot, but the problem is because of my gaming laptop, right? I have an RTX 4060 graphics card and it's a 8 gig. It's a laptop version. You know, I know it's not like the full version, but it's still a pretty powerful graphics card, even though it's an onboard one for a gaming laptop that I got, right? And that gaming laptop I got is an Asus TUF Gaming F15 gaming laptop. And every time I'd play, this happened like clockwork. It can be random. It can be like 10 minutes into the game. It can be 45 minutes into the game, or it can be an hour into the game. As soon as I start playing, it'll like freeze, go black, and then my computer will restart. I found out I wasn't the only one getting this problem. I went on multiple forums, so like Reddit, Steam, you name it, right? And people was reporting the same issue. And people had old, like slightly older graphics cards, like the not as new versions of the RTX series, but like the early RTX series of graphics cards, right? And they're having issues. So my theory is the only reason why it's not working is Ubisoft have not bothered to make it fix it, which shame on you, Ubisoft, right? The fact that their Snowdrop engine is what screws up players who have a powerful machine with the new RTX series are screwed in the long run of trying to play Division 2. So most people have said, if you don't bother buying Division 2, or if you have Division 2, forget it, let it gather dust and disappear to oblivion, because it is unplayable. The corruption within Snowdrop engine itself that causes that issues with gaming components that have like the newer graphics card and stuff having that issue. Because mind you, I've got a gaming laptop, but there are people that had the similar RTX card or a bit lower than mine, but they had a PC, like a desktop PC and it was happening to them. So if it's happening to them and it's happened to a fair few people, I can say without a doubt that it's not just me and it's not my system. It's actually the game, that it was poorly optimized. That Snowdrop engine, they didn't bother to fix the damn corruption or bug within the Snowdrop engine to let everyone play it. This is what pisses me off about games, right? Not a fan of Windows. This is just my opinion, my views. I'm not saying, this is not facts, like, or saying you should say, you know, throw hate or shade or whatever, right? But this is my personal experience, right, and my views. So I'm not a fan of Windows where they push out constant updates on Windows, right? And unfortunately, with new games now, when you upgrade an operating system, it ends up causing problems in the long run with games, because then your favorite games you were able to play before, you can't play them now because of the operating system's like, nah, I don't like this. I'm not going to work. And then you're having to go through multiple forums, multiple websites to try and find patches and stuff like that, because devs are not going to bother try updating a really old game if they're not making money from it. Lo and behold, isn't it? So it's what pisses me off about gaming. It's becoming more and more difficult to game. Unless you got a console, then that's different. But even console gamers are having issues with various games these days because of how, like, games can be unplayable sometimes, you know, because of just game breaking bugs or just bugs in general, or really, really bad, like, optimization and stuff like that. Okay, rant over. I'm gonna get back to the game. Okay, it is cold, so it is flu season. So I do advise. Whoop! How are you shooting me? Nope. I'm loading that again. Okay. What pisses me off is the fact that it is flu season as well. Nope. I did that wrong. Right. Whee! Oh, I did it right. Nice. All right. Yeah, sorry. It's becoming winter, right? So it's turning into winter. Winter is hitting the UK, and you know how cold we have humidity, like just insane amount, right? So when it's summer, it's a hell of a lot hotter than normal, and it's a disgusting hot where you feel hot and sweaty, and then you just want to have a shower every time you go out. And then when it's winter, because of the humidity, it makes it much more colder, and then you're prone to like just getting colds and flus and all the above. So it is flu season. So anyone living in the UK, remember to wrap up warm, and also remember to take your flu medication. Ah, bastard, bastardo, where are you? What? Where are you running? Bro ran from me. They didn't like the fact I was in leopard print. Was I that scary that they'd run in different directions to get away from me? Oh god, creepy dudes. But these guys are the Bartoli's men, so yeah, they're sending assassins against me. Wonderful. But anyways, yeah. So it is flu season. Just take care. Make sure you're wrapping up warm. You know. Have hot drinks to keep you warm so you don't feel cold. And if you're feeling run down or whatever, I am currently feeling a little bit run down. My throat's starting to go a little bit. But I'm going to take some flu medication beforehand so I don't get ill. You know, honey and lemon tea. You know, ginger's great if you've got a stomachache. Honey and lemon, good for the throat. Or if you don't want that, you can just scoop a small spoon of honey and just lick that like a lollipop, because that helps coat the throat and soothes the sore throat. There's your tip 101 on that. That's just like what I personally do from time to time if I'm run down or feel ill. If it helps anyone else out there, then I'm glad, and I appreciate if I can help my audience and if they're feeling run down. And yeah, if they're feeling run down. Honey and lemon is a thing to go. And these men want a party, apparently. Hello, fellas. Ooh. Yep, nope. How are you clipping through that how are you clipping through the chairs? That's cheating. Oh my god. Cheating bastards. But yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Whee! So we got the Avalanche mercenaries after us as well. Wonderful. So they what? Joined forces, apparently. Whee! Classic. The fact I remember now how to do it. It took me a while to figure out how to do it. I'm just going to do it a couple of times just to show off because I can. But, yeah. Here's another tip. You know, with these swinging boxes, right? You think it's impossible to climb up because you might get knocked back, which is true. But if you do this and climb up on this edge here, it doesn't hit you because it's nowhere near that edge. So you've got a small gap for you to get around, basically. That's just the way to do it. That's your tip. If you're playing Tomb Raider 2 and any other Tomb Raider games that have swinging traps like that. But only the swinging boxes and stuff. Because I think Tomb Raider 4's traps are pretty unique. But I don't know if she can do it in 3, but I know in 4 she can like climb around, shimmy around corners, which is useful. So, there's that as well. Well, I've dealt with these idiots. I need to... Oh, God. Here's one pickup. The problem is, this is zebra flooring, right? You can't see the pickups. Everything just looks really warped as well. That it? Nothing else? Bro, you guys are so stingy. You didn't even drop any goodies. What good are you? You meant to give me goodies, goddammit. Whatever. Hello, mate. Sorry, I found your services appalling, sir. I'm going to complain to your manager. Yeah, like I said, flu season's a nightmare to deal with. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Keep hydrated. Very important to keep hydrated. And also, if your throat feels a bit messed up, honey and lemon tea works awesome. If you can't do that, a spoon of honey and just lick it like a lollipop. It coats the throat and it kind of like, because it's quite thick in texture and like gloopy, it can just coat the throat nicely. And also obviously go to your local pharmacy and buy your cold flu medication so that you can stay prepared for the long winter days ahead of us in the UK. So there's your tip 101 from Deuseta. You're welcome. Right. Love the dinosaurs. What's with the shaking screen, man? What the hell? The hell? Oh, big old dinosaur. Yeah, eat it. Hello. You don't look too happy to see me. Probably thinks free food, innit? But then why was he not saying anything to the gangsters that were hiding here? That's what I find weird. So, I'm more inclined to think this is a dream, but I could be entirely wrong. As I say, this is one of my theories. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. There we go. Oop. Oopie doopie doop doop doop. Hello. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Eat shotgun. Biatch. It's still hard to get used to with like the bloody earthquake going right now. Because a dinosaur's a stompy, innit? I can't see much. Let's see what's going on here. I believe I take the lift. I think it's this. Yeah. It's funny because like the flares change color like after a while. Like in Tomb Raider 3, I think they're a bit more like, I can't remember what the color they are to be honest, but I know in Tomb Raider 4 they're green. Don't ask me why. But yeah. And I think they're like that in Tomb Raider 5 as well. 6, I don't think they do have flares. Not that I know of. But that's just how it is, I guess. Yeah, if I didn't mention before, or if I have, I do apologize. I do apologize for not posting. For it being delayed in releasing the video, because I just had a lot of things go on, and I was dealing with all of that. I mean, now I've managed to sort most things out and everything. I'm on top of everything. I'm now able to focus on releasing videos. Mind you, I am feeling run down, so I've got a feeling I'm going to end up catching the flu or cold or whatever. That's never fun. But however, I'll try my best to still upload as best I can and provide you with entertainment and content. If I do end up becoming poorly from the flu, right? Obviously, I'll let you guys know in the post. I do try my best to keep you updated on the post to let you know that what's going on and basically like updates and stuff. Let's hope I don't die. Whee! There we go. Yay, done. So, as I was going to say, this is your daily reminder. If you enjoyed blah 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 blah, I can't talk. Take 2. This is your daily reminder. If you do enjoy these types of videos, and this video in particular, click that thumbs up because it shows that you like my content and you appreciate me as a YouTuber and are showing me support. And I appreciate if you can thumbs up, right? I really do. And it'll mean so much to me if you can do that, if you like the video, right? Second, if you are, if you want to be notified of any posts or videos I put up, hit that subscribe button. What? No! Get out of there, Laura! Ah! Hiya! You will knock me out. Oh my god. Thank you for interrupting my TED talk. But as I was saying before that dinosaur decided to tail whip me, how are you doing that? You see it there yourselves? The game is broken. I somehow bugged. How? Like it clipped through the wall and ate me and I died? Because that's a thing now? What the hell? As I was saying, if you do want to be notified of any videos or posts I put up in the future and want to be notified overall in general on what's going on my channel, you know, hit that subscribe button. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified of all videos and posts I put up and any new notifications, right? And it will also show support to my channel and that you enjoy my content and support me as a YouTuber, right? And I appreciate that. Also, The one poll. I'm only going to mention the one poll because they're both. It'll be down in the description down below on this video, and the poll is 4 games I have picked. They're all type of random type games that have like different play styles, different types of graphics, different types of stories, different type of like gameplay, right? And this is for after I've completed all the Tomb Raider series. So after I've done Tomb Raider 3, 4, 5, and 6. The 4 games that are listed in this poll is Jade Empire Special Edition, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, RoboCop Rogue City, and the final one is Just Crow Things. Now, if you want me to play any of those 4 games, click on the link down below in the description that will lead you to my poll. And then it will lead you to the post where my poll is, and then the 4 games will be mentioned there with the coinciding images with each of the game name and title, and then click on the game that you would prefer me playing. Submitting your vote is very important to me because then I can calculate how many people would want me to play a certain game, and I can do it in order from the game that people want me to play the most, then the second most, then the third most, then the fourth most, right? And these results will be tallied near the time I'm on. Basically, when I get to Tomb Raider 6, the results will be tallied. By the time I finish Tomb Raider 6, the tallied will be like counted up, and the result end line of what game will come out to be on top, the first that I'm going to play, the results will be shown when I finish Tomb Raider 6. You'll be notified of that coming momentarily, but as of now, it won't be mentioned yet until near the end of Tomb Raider 6. So, I appreciate it if you can submit your vote on the poll, and show appreciation and support to my channel. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now back to the game. So, I'm going to put the chip in, because that's how you do it, right? I'm going to save it, because that was a big mistake. I did not do that. So, girly properly saving the game. I am going to try climb, and hopefully the dinosaur doesn't try to clip in and munch me. Yep, I hear it. Oh, he's dead. Thank God. Huh. That dinosaur pissed me off. The fact that it clipped through the wall and grabbed me, that was unreal. And that is on video. That's proof. That'll forever be on that video. You can watch it, rewind it, and extract that clip, and you can see what happened, what I had to deal with, right? Now, I did not mean to bait the game. The game just bloody glitched out on me, and the dinosaur's like, forget gaming protocols. I'm going to break the 4th wall and try to munch on Lara, because that's what I do. And that's what happened. And I was like, what the actual hell? So yeah, lo and behold. Right? Absolute nightmare, I tell you that. Never in my life did I think that was going to be the case. Hello? Ow. Big old boy. He dead. I'm going to go in here. So he must have escaped from that. Bartoles! Hold on. Hey, Bartoles. Hello. Bartoles. Yep. If you're doing the old school graphics. Don't look like much. You can't see much of his face. You can see just his head. Like his hair. And maybe some of his brow. And his nose and lips. Some semblance of who he is. But then you can't really see that other image on the side where the bee is. But then if you do the new graphics, the remastered graphics, you see a lot more. So this is Bartoles. Now, I don't know if this is Marco Bartoli or if it's his dad. That's the one thing I tried to do theory-wise in Tomb Raider 2 in the Opera House. Whether that was his dad or him. Who knows? I'd assume it's his dad, but I could be entirely wrong. This is just my opinion and my point of view. It's not facts. It's just what I personally think. That's it. So. Huh? Where'd you come out? Huh. Like, bro was just come out of nowhere. Alright. This looks important. Oh, no! God damn it. Yo, that fucking dinosaur took revenge on me. I'll be right back. Oh my god, did that take forever? That was so unfair. Like, I did not expect to run after picking this little device. It looks like for the elevator, right? At the top floor. I did see a thing that needs that, right? I just went around the corner. The dinosaur grabbed me before I can even shoot him and just munched me. I guess that was revenge for killing his twin brother. My bad. Alright, I'm gonna pick it up. And Crunchy over here is gonna try to take a chomp at me again, innit? Hello, sir. Are you here to fill out your survey about your experience here at the Three Kings Convention? No? Okay. Sorry you feel that way, sir. Yeah. Gotta love it. Alright. I managed to get it. I'm gonna save it here. Because in case anything happens, hopefully I don't have to worry about it. You know what this reminds me of? Like chocolate wrapper. That's what it looks like. And it probably is. They probably use chocolate wrapper to create this texture for this monument or this sculpture, I guess. Pretty funny, you know? I think so. Ugh, bollocks. I'll be right back. Oh my god, did that take a while? I screwed up. I hope... Oh, never mind. No idea what the hell that was. There we are. Hopefully I can get up here now without any issue. But yeah, I was going to say, like, this reminds me of chocolate wrapper, and I think that's probably what they used to make this texture for this sculpture. Interesting, isn't it? And oddly enough, it's you can climb it. Even though it says no climbing on the sculpture. No climbing on sculpture. Wonderful. You know, the funny thing is, when there's always signposts or signs saying, don't do this, don't do that, you know people are going to do the opposite. The fact that they have to make so many signs saying, don't do X, Y, and Z, it's like, what made them get to that point that they had to make signs to state that? That's actually concerning, because it's like, you know, someone must have tried it to the point that that they had to then make a sign for it to say, don't do that. Did I just see Winston and that mercenary just hang out? Right. Winston's unfazed by that, man. Totally unfazed. Alright. Laura. Where am I meant to go now? Oh, let me check. This. Oh, the stupid piece of shit's broken out. Okay, that's probably what it was smashing onto, isn't it? Yep. And this is where that little device goes. The elevator junction. There we are. Right. I'm gonna save the game. Right. Now, wait for this lift to come down. And then do this. And then get in. Winston's not going to be with me. Sorry, dude. Bye. Yeah. Oh, it's so dark in here, man. Right. Like I said, I'm not getting any of these secrets. So, like, I know I'm probably going to get people in the comments saying, why didn't you get all the secrets? To be honest, I already did it before in the previous video, which the audio was screwed up. So I got the achievement anyway. So technically, no need for me to do it again. Alright. Let's go. Gonna try collect. Whoa. Nope. Looks like I won't get to pick up that. This bloody bird. Get lost. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. Oh. My god. Bro, killed my ass. Oh my god. Alright. Quickly pick it up. Okay, I might not go for that medipack because I ain't got that much time on my hands. He's on my ass already. Whee! Nope! Nope! Ah! Yeah, eat it. Get wrecked, bitch. Oh, and there we have it. Nightmare in Vegas is finally done. And Lara can go home in peace without all of this hullabaloo going on in Vegas. Whatever happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. So thank you for sticking around in all my videos and watching me go through the journey of playing Tomb Raider 2 Remastered and the DLC, The Golden Mask, with me guiding Lara through those challenges and tribulations of those levels and dealing with many enemies of various types and sizes. The final video will be a bonus video, which will be, apparently, from what I've read up, if you collect every single secret in the original Tomb Raider, so that's every single dragon statue, you unlock a secret level known as the Lost City, which I plan on doing. And that will be the video you'll have to look out for. It'll be a bonus video. It'll be titled bonus video, to be honest. And after I have done the last bonus video, which is the Lost City, I officially will have been done with the Tomb Raider 2 and the Tomb Raider 2 Golden Mask DLC finale. I'll then officially move on to Tomb Raider 3 after I've released the last Tomb Raider 2 video of the secret bonus level known as the Lost City. Once that's done, Tomb Raider 3 will begin. So look out for that. Thank you so much for sticking by. I do apologize for not posting regularly as I should. I am trying to aim for 2 videos. If I can't do videos, I'll try to do 1 video a week. If my schedule gets hectic and whatnot, right? So I do apologize for that and any inconvenience caused because of that. But as I'm going to say, thank you for sticking by so far and showing me support to my channel. Really appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you that has supported me so far, and new viewers who have watched the video. I hope you like the video. If you want to stick around, at the end of the video there'll be the link to the playlist of Tomb Raider 2 or Tomb Raider 1 if you're interested in either of those. So check out that. So as the evening closes, I bid everyone a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.